Alrighty, gonna do a quick video. Gonna give my thoughts on the viral sensation of Let's Go Brandon and how it's become a worldwide phenomenon on basically every major network and I guess kind of just every community knows it, whether you're in like a gaming community, the music community, the arts community. It's like everyone knows about Let's Go Brandon. So, I mean, everyone knows the story by now, so I don't really have to explain it because it's just everyone knows it, and it's actually just pretty funny the way it started. I mean, the reason it's funny is because the mainstream media, there's nothing they won't lie about, so they tried to cover up the chant "Let's go." Uh, they tried to cover up the chant "F Joe Biden" with "Let's go Brandon." So if they're lying about a chant at a NASCAR race, there's nothing that they won't lie about. Um, so just giving my thoughts on that. I think we should treat everyone fairly and equally. So F Donald Trump was okay for 4 years. I didn't hear any pushback. Nobody said we shouldn't be saying F Donald Trump. We should respect the office of the presidency. I mean, not really. I mean, I heard everyone, at least from a certain political alignment, saying that hey, F Donald Trump is okay. There were Congress people. Let's see. Rashida Tlaib said we're going to impeach some other effer. Very vile language. And Ilhan Omar said we need to wage jihad against President Trump and his administration. So again, you're saying impeach some other effer. You're saying we need to wage jihad against this guy, and everyone knows what jihad is. Everybody by now knows what a jihadist is. So, you had some very vile and very disturbing messages coming from um, Congress people, from the far left wing. Let me say the far left wing of the Democratic Party, because there are still some moderate Democrats who are fairly reasonable. You have your Elizabeth Warrens and your let's see, who's the other one? Amy Klobuchar. I mean, kind of the big names who were, kind of on the big stage in the last few years. Cory Booker, maybe. I don't think he's too far radical. So you had some pretty big radical names that were, calling for, a lot of hate, a lot of violence. I think Maxine Waters was saying, if you see anybody from the president's cabinet, you need to push back. You need to, get in their faces, make sure you feel like they're not welcome, and get a crowd and make a scene, push back, make them feel that they're not welcome and they're not wanted. So you had a lot of that stuff going on. So if we're just going to be fair to everybody, if they can say F Donald Trump, we're going to wage jihad against them, we're going to impeach some other effer, then I think some nice, kind language like "Let's go, Brandon" is certainly okay. They're certainly not calling for violence. They're not using any obscenities. They're not using the vulgar language. So I think just be fair to everybody. So if if F Donald Trump is okay, and they made songs about that, rappers made songs about F Donald Trump. Let's just be fair to everybody. I'm not picking a side necessarily. I'm not going to say I'm on one side over the other, but let's just be fair to everybody. So if F Donald Trump was okay, then Let's Go Brandon is certainly okay, because they're not using profanity. They're not necessarily calling for violence. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's be fair to everybody. Whether you're on the right side, left side, center, it doesn't really matter. Just hold everybody to the same standards.